Yes, hi. So it's about you're keeping someone in the complex. That's up to you. Who are you going to keep? Who you're not going to keep? But be careful. I said no. It's okay, fine. So one day we were having a party and all that. We had a get together and all that, and he put something into my whatever. We were having a party, so and I went off. I was blackout for 3 days, and 50,000 cash was there in my house. I was planning to buy a new bike. I had to sell off my old one and buy a new bike, and I had the down payment with me, and that went off, and I was blackout for 3 days. My ex-boss, the company which I was in, I called him. I sent him a message. The HR sent me a message. Why aren't you coming to office for 3 days? I was blank out. I didn't know what's happened to me. And when I got up, I checked my bag and all. I had brought in the money from the bank to pay the down payment. So I had some other work to do. I was supposed to pay some money to the down payment guy, and I wanted some liquid cash to buy some stuff and some clothes. So whatever it's happened, bad luck. You believe in someone and you get bluffed, So this is what happens. We have to be very careful in life. So from then on, I am very careful. So I didn't also want to look for that guy. I said, how many days will he go around with 50,000? How many days? How many years? Not even 1 month he'll cross. Okay, so whatever. So we'll come back to Hari. So that's, I was just giving you this example that what happens actually. Okay, so he used to make tea for him, and he made Anil get used to him about this tea business and all. And so he and then go out to buy the groceries, and that 1 rupee, 2 rupee used to always go. Anil used to make money by irregular works. Sometimes he used to borrow money, and the other day when he had money, he would be lending it to other people. Whenever he used to get money, he would go out with his friends to celebrate. That is Anil's matter. When he had money, he was a king. When he didn't have money, he used to borrow. So one day Anil came in with a bundle of notes and told Hari that he should book that he sold a book to a publisher. At night he kept the money safely under the mattress in his bed. Oh my God, the same issue like me. Whatever. So Hari realized that he had been working for Anil for more than a month and had not stolen anything apart from rupee 1 every day, which he was keeping that 30 rupees per month for every grocery money. So Hari had many chances to steal, as he had the key to the room as well. But he was surprised that with the amount of trust Anil had on him, as he had never seen such a trusting person in his life, that someone is trusting on him. This trust thing was preventing him from robbing Anil, as Hari thought that he had been robbed and took out all the money from the work. Okay, so he was surprised, that thing that, I'm going to steal from him, but this guy has so much faith. Every day I'm racking 1 rupees from him, he doesn't say anything. So that robbing of a careless person, like Anil didn't make much difference, because he might not even notice that he had been robbed and took out all the money from the work. That took out all the fun from the work. Okay, so he's such a careless person, he doesn't care. I'm racking so much. If I take this money, he also might not be able. Then he thought of stealing Anil's money and justified himself that if he didn't steal money from Anil, then he would that also he would waste it on his friends, and also Anil didn't pay him for the work that he did. He thought in his mind, if I don't steal the money, this fellow throws parties and all, he calls his friends and all over, he's going to spend it. So what's the use? Why don't I whack the money and steal the money? Instead, he doesn't pay me also. So that's what his thinking came inside his mind. So generally Hari woke up at night and quietly crawled into Anil's bed. He steals the money and decides to leave the city by Lucknow Express that departed at 10:30. When he reached the station, the train had already started moving from the platform. He could have easily caught the train, but he hesitated and himself did not know the reason for it. Before he had reached the station, he counted the money. It was 600 rupees in 50 rupee notes. He could live a lavish life for 2 to 3 weeks with so much money. After the train had left, Hari was all alone at the train station. The train had left. Actually, what happened, the express train departed at 10:30. When he reached the station, the train had slowly started moving from the platform. He could have easily caught the train, but he hesitated, and he himself did not know the reason for it. I don't know, people, sometimes it happens in your life. So he counted the money, he saw 600 rupees, 50 rupee notes. So that's around about 12 notes. So what's going to happen with this? I can stay 2 weeks, I can live lavishly. So at that point of time, 600 rupees was quite a lot. After the train had left, Hari was all alone at the train station. He was left with no place to sleep at night. The only person he knew was Anil, and he had looted him already. He sat on a bench in a park, and as it started to rain, he sat down under the clock tower. Then he realized that the notes had got wet. He realized that learning how to read and write would help him to get a much more respectable and honest job, which would pay him much more than these few hundred of rupees. Then he decided to go back to Anil's house. He reached the room and placed the money back. Next morning he woke up a bit late and Anil had already made his tea. Anil gave him a 50 rupee note to Hari as he had got paid for some work, and he said he would pay regularly. He would be paid regularly. Hari took the note in his hand and realized that the note was still wet from the rain last night. Oh my God. Hari realized that Anil had come to know about his misdeed, but there was no sadness, anger or guilt in his mind. The narrator smiled in a beautiful way, and it was genuine happiness as he knew that he had saved himself from the wrong road. So Anil is Hari is telling this story, So Hari realized that Anil had come to know because he's giving him that wet note. Otherwise, he would have asked him, that how did this money get wet and all, who opened the door, where were you? And he was not there. He was already awake. He must have checked by then, and his clothes must have been wet. But come to know about his misdeed, but there was no sadness, anger or guilt in his mind. He was not angry. He was not sad. The narrator smiled in a beautiful way, and it was genuine happiness that he knew he had saved. The narrator means Mr. Anil knew. He smiled in a beautiful way. Wow, at the end of the day, at least because of me, it's genuine happiness. I have got that in my mind that I've helped someone to come away from a wrong road, So this is the story all about, you feel good when someone is changed because of you for your happiness. So you don't hate that person or you don't do that person. So that's what happened, So that's how I also forgave that person, who took my money and ran away. So what to do if someone ran away? I cannot go around searching for him. Is going to have to spend another 2,000-3,000 rupees looking for him. So what's the use? It happens in life. It was my fault. We should try to accept things. When things get stolen or when we have bluffed and all, we should try to think it from our point of view, that where was I wrong? We start blaming people, I got stolen, this, that. Some people get stolen knowingly also. Some rich people also get themselves, they'll make a false dacoity in their house and they'll say that, oh, I had 5 lakhs has been stolen. Not even 10,000 was there properly. So 50,000. So that's, for that saving insurance and getting insurance claim and all that, what not happens, a lot of things. So there are a lot of people, but it's a good thing when you come back, you realize your faults and you come back, and because of you, if someone can change, well, that's the best thing on God's creation that happens, and that is great. So this is all about this story, and that's what I come to know. That's what my explanation, and we'll read through I'll give an explanation and read through it for you also as well tomorrow, and we'll do it, we'll complete it then, okay, and I'll send you the notes and the solved question answers. So you guys don't have to worry at all. So don't worry. So take care and be good and stay home, stay safe, and respect your parents, please. I want to share one thing, is that you have to become the salt. What is salt? Normally namak, salt. So salt has its own that taste. It's a very unique taste. Without salt, your kitchen won't run. You can't cook everything with sugar, right? Sugar is only for a dessert or for some sweets or some whatever you like. But salt brings that flavor into all food. Salt is very precious. What happens if the salt will lose its flavor? Tell me. If the salt loses its flavor, that salt is of no use, it will be thrown away. So you are the salt of the society. You are the salt of your own. You have the taste. You have a different taste in you. There is ground, there is black salt, there is white salt, there is a Himalayan salt, there are so many type of salts, all have their own purity in it. Children are very pure, you are very pure in your life. Okay, so people look up to you. The salt is very important in life. You have to show your purity, your quality of salt is good. So when people look up at you, when you are put up on a hill, if someone is good, if a light is put up, do we put a candle under a table to show the light? We light a candle, we put it on a candlestick, we put it on a table or on a high place where the light can expand, where the light will go, will show. We don't put it under the table or under the bed, so what's the use of it? So salt and light, both you are. So if you are good, people will look up to you. You have to become that quality. People will say, oh my God, look at it, look at this child, or look at this girl, or look at this boy, what his parents or what her parents are like. They'll be praising your parents. That means they are, oh my God. God, parents are a part of God. You haven't seen God, so you are seeing your parents, that is God. Your parents will be known through you. Imagine their happiness. That means the salt is pure. And if that taste goes away, you have no use. Like sometimes we do false promises in it. I'll touch your head and I promise. I don't have the courage to make my hair black or white. Why will I touch anyone's head and promise? God promise. I did not make God. I am ruled by God. God does not rule me. How can I promise against God? We should not take oath in vain. We should try to be what we are. Show our own purity. You are the salt of the earth. Guys, so be that and be strong and take care of it and respect your parents. They are the best thing, the best gems in the world. More than platinum, more than diamonds. They are God made. They are God. Okay? So take care of yourselves, be good, and I hope I didn't bore you. But I'll come back tomorrow and do the chapter for you guys. And I'll post up everything by Friday. You'll get everything ready for your SST. You'll get it for your English, the past one which we did, and the Triumph, the doctor's Triumph, that veterinary one, and the Triumph surgery, today's one, and SST. You'll get your notes and your solved questions also. Okay. So take care, be home, be safe, and God bless you, and do whatever you want after you do your studies. Enjoy life. Bye.